Question 4 should look familiar to you because we've looked at this exact scenario before, but it says your cousin offers to buy you a phone, and as long as you pay him back with interest, he tells you that you only need to pay $1 in initial interest, and then the interest will double each week after that. This graph represents the interest in dollars that you owe him over time in weeks. The first question is, does the function have a minimum y value? If there is, what is the coordinate to that point? So the y values are going to be our dollars. These are the y values. Does this graph have a minimum y value? So that would be the lowest this graph goes. If I look down here at the bottom of this graph, right there, the graph does not go any lower. That's the lowest this graph gets. So it does have a minimum point. Then the question is, what is the coordinate of that point? Well, this point is at 0 weeks. We have 0, and this would be weeks. And several people have incorrectly said that this is also $0. But that is not the case. Remember that we start at $1 interest. So I know it is hard to see on the graph, but the lowest the y value gets, the lowest that our dollars get, is actually 1. At 0 weeks, right when you buy the phone, your cousin is going to charge you $1 of interest. So 0, 1 is the point that has the minimum y value. Then it asks, does the function have a maximum y value? So does it have a highest point? Well, if we follow this graph up to the top, we get to this arrow. That means that it is going to continue going on forever. It's going to continue past this graph, continue going up and up and up forever. The interest can keep on going up. It doesn't have a highest point. So this means that there is no maximum value. So since there is no maximum value, we don't need to say what the point is because there isn't one. Finally, it asks for the domain and the range of the function. The domain is going to be our time or our weeks, our independent value. That starts at the first point here, which is 0 weeks. And then all of our weeks after that are going bigger. We have 0 weeks, then 2, 4, 6, 8. It would keep on going 10, 12, etc. forever. But our lowest is, again, 0. Which means all of our x values or all of our weeks are bigger than 0. 0 is the smallest that we get. Similarly for the range keeps going up and up forever. We go 20, 40, 60, 80, eventually we'd go to 100, 120, etc. But the lowest we get is 1. So that is the range, and that is all for question 4.